Hey guys, this is Rob Whittick. I have some awesome news here in New Hampshire. I've been waiting for a little over a month now with a pre-order of a Commencal Meta AM 2021 Ohlins edition, and it's finally showed up. I just got it out of the box, and unfortunately I do not have a bike stand. So I'm going to be doing this by very carefully by trying to not let it fall over and, you know, destroying things before I get it put together. So yeah, let's see what I can do here.
Butter, just butter.
Well, as you can tell, they've packed it really well. Ton of packing tape. I didn't really take anything out except a couple of these boxes here. Handlebars, wheel protector, or I should say the hub and disc brake protector. So the wheels came pre-assembled. Hopefully it's already true. Look at this massive brake here. This will be nice for going downhill. It's a Shimano Ice Freeze 29er here with the X511s and the DT Swiss 350 hubs. Pretty nice. They are tubeless ready with the Schwalb's Magic Marys, but I don't believe these are tubeless just yet, but I will make them tubeless. I did end up buying some Cush cores that will eventually go on here. All right, let's get to unwrapping it. Oh. What I'm gonna do first, most likely, is I'm gonna leave this tape and stuff on, and I'm gonna put the handlebars on. All right, let's pull this in a little bit. So here's our handlebars. Candy bars.
Candy bars.
Taped up quite well. It looks like it's nicely protected. It looks like everything's on it already. Grips are on, that's cool. The bar ends are on, that's also cool. I'm just gonna hold this in place here. I really should have bought a bike stand. That's gonna be my next purchase. All right, so looking at this fork and the stem here, it looks like the stem is actually loose. So again, I'm gonna go through and make sure everything is tight, but this is how it's gonna look. Taking a look at these grips, they're on there pretty nicely. Everything feels good. Oh, that one's on there really well. Yeah, that's some sticky rubber. These Ride Alpha grips are really sticky. Get the nice little ends here. Feels like plastic, so maybe they'll get replaced at some point. Ride Alpha stem. All right, so I've got a little mini gun here, grease gun. It is full of lithium grease. I'm gonna use this for the axles. Oh, man, a bike stand would be really good right about now. Really good. We have our Ohlins RXF 36 M2s. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have this little taped on protector here. We're gonna tell it to beat it for now. And just give it a little bit of love. Just right there. A little bit on the thread, right there in the end. Perfect. Okay, so the brakes come pre-installed on these. And there is going to be a little bitty, if you can see here, this orange spacer here for the pads. We are going to remove this. There we go. Ah, man, having a bike stand right now would be so awesome. How could I be so silly? So you're gonna slide this through and tighten it down. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, next up, we are going to put our pedals on. That sounds so buttery smooth right now. This will probably be the only time it sounds this good, because this thing's gonna see some trails. All right, so GoPro had shut off, and I guess it had overheated. GoPro, why are you like this? I mean, why can't you just work like a normal camera? I don't know. Anyways, while you guys were gone, I did install the pedals. All right, next up, pedals are on. We're gonna take this off and just expose this beautiful Ohlins TTX, I believe, M2 spring with damper. It has a 388-pound spring on it. I'm hoping that's enough for me. I weigh about 200 pounds, plus or minus a couple pounds. I'll have a Camelback on me that carries 3 liters of water, so that'll add a few pounds, not much. But yeah, the frame is actually beautiful. No problems at all with this frame. In fact, let me get this stood up. It seems like we're in probably an okay spot. I need to go through and check everything, obviously, and then just make sure everything's torqued up. So let's get this up here. So right off the bat, it does feel like the headset might be a little loose, but that's fine. We'll tighten that up. Let's get this off the seat here. Oh yeah, so we have a fabric seat here, or saddle, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Just don't correct me, because guess what? We're both right. Really hard. I mean, I'll probably replace that. Let's get this out here. This will be our dropper post handle. We'll get to set this wherever we want. Oops. Get back here. You're not gonna get set down there. That's silly. But essentially, let's see if we can get this bad boy to pop up. Oh man, that's tough, huh? I'm not gonna be able to move that without a, ow. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be way easier once it's mounted on the bars, but yeah, we're gonna get that on there. Meta AM 29er 2021 model. It's just beautiful. Just the TTX spring just looks gorgeous. And it's tucked up in the frame, so this is interesting. The frame is somewhat, you know, it's cut out. It's, you know, I initially thought maybe it was bent, you know, inward to accommodate that, but no, it's just cut out, and the, you know, I guess it gets its rigidity from the, you know, the sidewalls right here, that you can kind of tell in this shot, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty thick, so I have pretty full confidence that it'll hold up to a good beating. The other thing too is I expected this upper tube to be more round, and it's actually more oval, just like the 2020 edition. And so if you come off and you fall on it with your butt, or hopefully not your crotch, it's not going to hurt as much as something that's as narrow as the seat post here. So that's actually, I'm proud to see that it looks a little bit more beefier than Commencal had initially advertised it to look. So yeah, let's go get some Allen wrenches and get going on this dropper post. Oh, I really wish I had a bike stand. All right, so got the dropper post handle on there. I intentionally put it a little bit further to the right, just so I had what feels right now comfortable and out of my way. Who knows, maybe I'll go further out, maybe I'll go further in. There is an adjustment bracket here that I can loosen up and slide it left or right by about, I don't know, 10 millimeters or so. Maybe 5 to 10 millimeters, who knows. But yeah, I mean, just right off the bat, it feels like it's right out of my way, and I shouldn't have any issues with it, especially if I'm going to be holding the grip naturally about right here. I may even push these the brakes inwards a little bit more, because it feels like they might be too far out for my liking. Just because, you know, if you're a one finger braker, I'd have to hold it right here, which is, you know, that doesn't make sense. So I'll probably readjust these here in a little bit after I get everything else buckled up. All right, next up, we're gonna actually sit on the bike now and figure out if we need to, what we need to do here. This is my first time sitting on it, and honestly, right off the bat, I can tell you that I don't know that I like the bar right here. I might have to rotate it a little bit, but we'll see. I definitely think it needs to rotate maybe up a little. All right, so I think what we're gonna try to do next is maybe set the sag. This is the tricky part because usually you would do this with a friend, but what I'm gonna do first is set the front sag. Yeah, let's get going.
Unfortunately, my GoPro froze right after these last few clips and it didn't record the few adjustments I had made. First, I had to set the ramp up chamber in my forks to 205 psi and my main chamber to 120 psi in order to hit around 25% sag. For the rear coil, it ended up not being strong enough for me. I was hitting around 47% sag with the maximum allowed preload, as directed by Ohlins. So I ultimately had to order a 548-pound spring from Ohlins USA that Commencal had recommended for my weight, which fully kitted is around 210 pounds.